Is Tesla and Neuralink about to connect? Elon Musk companies are ready to be interconnected. Maybe not today, but definitely in the future. Tesla's Optimus robot and Neuralink might be the first to work together as one entity. A move like this could have the stock value explode. And what are Neuralink's recent updates, and how could Tesla benefit? Neuralink's recent updates include successfully implanting its brain-computer interface BCI in 13 patients across 4 countries: the US, Canada, the UK, the UAE, with the first 2 surgeries in Canada occurring in September of 2025. The company is also working on a thought-to-speech clinical trial and has received breakthrough status for its upcoming Blindside project to help restore vision, and continues to improve the technology to increase bandwidth capabilities. Here are Neuralink's progress and upcoming plans.
The neural decoding. Okay, so how does the user actually use this to convert to something useful for them? So the users, in this case, are human participants, can connect to the device through computer or phone that's running this custom Neuralink app that we call Telepathy app. It has a couple different components. There's mainly 3 steps you have to go through. 1, you pair the device, similar to how you would pair any Bluetooth device. And then once you do that, you go through a body mapping process, which is imagine moving your hand, arm, whatever different parts, like squeeze your hand, and then we look at the neural patterns just to see whether we put the electrodes in the right areas. We have a pretty good sense of where we're putting it in the first place. And then once you do that, there's a calibration phase. Huge amount of challenge. It takes about, for someone who's never had a Neuralink implant to being able to use a computer, it takes anywhere between 15 to 20 minutes. Okay, what is happening? So there's this thing called neural non-stationarity where neurons are changing all the time. Depending on the context, you might be recording from a different neuron. So you need to deal with basically having to recalibrate the model. Again, this is just a mosaic of different applications that people are using it for. Some playing Halo, some are using robot arm to feed themselves for the first time. These are all the things that we use computers for, right? And phones for, and other devices for. Now we have to basically productionize all of these different applications to build on top. So there's tons and tons of work. Pretty much all the things that you saw, we build them in-house, including, again, having our own clean room. And we have our own construction team to build custom buildings for ourselves. That's actually in Austin. It looks much nicer now, but that's where we're building our headquarters.
13 patients have received implants across the US, Canada, the UK, and the UAE as of October. Now, the first surgeries outside the US were performed in Canada in September of 2025, marking a significant step toward a global rollout. Patients are using the device to control computers for a variety of tasks, with one patient setting a world record for cursor control. Another participant is using the device to pursue a speaking career, while a third one is exploring creative possibilities with the implant. However, the company has performed 2 surgeries in a single day for the first time, with participant 8 and 9 receiving devices in September of 2025. The thought-to-speech trial, a clinical trial, is planned for individuals who have lost the ability to speak. Another project is Blindside, absolutely amazing for people who have lost their eyesight. Now, the company expects to launch human trials for the project next year to help restore vision to the blind, which has received breakthrough status even from the US government. Neuralink is working to increase the number of electrodes in its implants and improve algorithms to decode more complex brain signals such as handwriting and multiple simultaneous movements. The long-term goal is to enable control of robotic arms and other assistive devices to restore physical freedom. And this is where Tesla comes in with their Optimus arms and legs. Neuralink has significantly expanded its human trials, with at least 13 patients now using the implant globally. The company is actively pursuing new functionalities, including controlling robotic arms and restoring vision, and has received key regulatory designations to accelerate the development. Now, what are the challenges for Neuralink? Now, there was implant issues. Earlier in the program, a device had an issue where some threads retracted, but the company developed a software to compensate for this. As reported by Medical Express, the company has also faced criticism regarding its animal testing practices, which led to euthanize many animals. Now, the recent highlights was expanding patient count. As of late 2025, the number of participants in the PRIME study has grown significantly, with a total of 13 individuals now having the Neuralink implant. These participants have logged over 15,000 hours of cumulative use. The first implant surgery outside the US were successfully performed in Canada in late 2024 and early 2025. The first UK patients also received an implant in October of 2025, enabling them to control a computer with their thoughts just hours later. Now here we go, new capabilities. Assistive robotic arms. Through its Convoy study, Neuralink is exploring using an implant to control assistive robotic arms, allowing users to perform physical tasks like feeding themselves, vision restoration, blind sight. Neuralink has received a breakthrough device designation from the FDA for its blind sight project, which aims to restore visual perception to blind individuals by sending signals directly to the visual cortex. Speech restorations. Now, the company also received FDA breakthrough device designation to help restore communication for individuals with severe speech impairments, potentially using language models for faster conversations. Now, the patient experience, participants like Nolan, which was the first patient, and Alex, the second patient, have shared positive experiences using their implant for daily tasks like playing video games, designing 3D objects, and regaining a sense of independence. A third patient with ALS, Brad, can now communicate more effectively and go outdoors, something previously limited by his condition. The company is continuously refining its software and hardware to improve performance and reduce calibration time. They aim to make the surgical procedure a quick, LASIK-like process in the future. However, Neuralink continues to face scrutiny over past animal testing practices and regulatory processes, but the focus remains on accelerating human trials. Now, the question is, would you consider implanting a brain device if it could give you your functionality back? Or would this be too scary? Let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and if you would like to see more about what's going on with Elon Musk's companies, you can watch this next. And don't forget to tune in on Friday when we talk about the latest news on these subjects. My name is Claudia, and goodbye.